So my name is Paragona Pental.
Peng! I'm Pental Paragona, Bobinico VTuber, and Penguin turned ballerina. Hi, Pental here. If you came across this video, you read that right. I've been VTubing for almost 900 days. To be exact, 888 days. I actually tried to calculate it here. I did my debut at around February 26, 2022, so almost 2.5 years, and I decided to upload this video to celebrate. And if you're new here, welcome. And to my regulars, my Peng Pals, I would like to thank you for your continuous support. Obviously, since I've been streaming for almost 900 days or 2.5 years, a lot of things have changed. I've been through many opportunities and challenges. Like, I've gained and lost so many friends. I'm not going to try and make this super dramatic. I'm just not that much as possible. I try to be positive and optimistic in the face of my audience. And with that being said, I'll try my best to talk about the many things I've learned so far. For the past 2 years, VTubing for me has been filled with challenges and opportunities alike. It's been fun, and I have decided to continue it. Not that it's going to be easier from here, because I've come to realize that it is indeed challenging to be an independent VTuber. So here's the thing. I started VTubing 2 years ago thinking it was going to be easy. I was watching Amelia Watson from Hololive. I'm not sure if you guys know her, but I started watching her around 4 years ago. So around 2 years before I started VTubing myself, and she inspired me to start VTubing. She's fun, and the thing about Amelia Watson is that during her second stream, when she finally got monetized and I was there to celebrate with everybody else, she told everyone to look for our own slice of happiness. And I decided that at that moment, I wanted to share my slice of happiness with everybody. So, knowing Amelia Watson and she's a VTuber, I wanted to be a VTuber myself, thinking it was gonna be easy. And boy, was I in for a hell of a ride. I also met other VTubers as well, Kaga Oren, Benonzo Krim, who was basically Kaga's best friend. They are an awesome duo. You guys should check them out. A lot of VTubers inspired me. 2 years before I started VTubing myself, I was conceptualizing my design and everything. So the thing about independent, or rather others call it indie VTubing, is it's actually difficult. More difficult than you think. More difficult than I thought it would be. I just started thinking, oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be easy. I'm smart, you know? I was overconfident back then. I still feel confident nowadays, but reality humbled me as I continued to do VTubing. And here. I'll let you guys know, okay? So, becoming a successful VTuber is different from having fun as a VTuber. You can mix the two together by having a niche you enjoy doing, but it's not as easy as it seems. I was probably in your shoes back then, thinking that I can just sit in front of my PC, play video games, stream to a lot of people, do my own marketing and be popular. But I was wrong. Not that I started because I wanted to be popular. It just seems a lot of fun, and as I've said earlier, I wanted to share my own slice of happiness with everybody, only for me to discover that it just goes way beyond sitting in front of this machine filled with many pretty lights and playing many different video games. It goes way beyond that. You, especially if you're an independent VTuber, you need to put in the work. You do a lot of other stuff that will get you where you want to be. But that does not change the fact that VTubing has been fun so far. I am willing to continue it because I've created a community that I love, and at the very least I think they love me, and every time I think about it, it just warms my heart knowing that they'd be there whenever I stream. As for my I think it's niche. I am still unsure. Like I think I know what my niche is. I try to apply it to every content I produce. At the same time, it feels vague. You know this feeling that you want to lift other people up by being wholesome and motivational. At the same time, you feel like you're not being specific because being motivational has its own subgenres, subtopics, and everything. I have this tendency to overthink about it all the time, and I sometimes am not sure if I'm doing something wrong or right. But basically, when it comes to VTubing, I will just want you guys to know that it's not going to be easy. I mean, I know for sure because it hasn't been easy for me so far, especially when you don't have the help you need. For me, I at least think that my VTubing journey would have been easier if I had a video editor that I could hire. But I can't. That's not part of my budget right now. And you know what? That's okay. We always find a way to work around that. I mean, you guys can see that I can still produce my own content in my own time. It's just that I'm sure that we will have so much more content. I had a video editor to edit things for me while I go ahead and do my full-time job. You have to allocate hours for your full-time job, since that's your responsibility, and at the same time hours for content creation aside from streaming, you know. And I think that's one of the many things that makes it difficult for many VTubers to make it. That they call it, you know, make the cut, be successful. They have that saying and everything. But I guess that's one of the many things that makes it difficult to get there. And I understand now, unlike before when I started. My biggest step is to have fun while determining your niche. That's why we're called content creators. We're not content copiers. We're not here just to mimic everybody. It's okay that we're here to do things for fun, but I just think that for my advice from me to you, something which I will want to impart, is that you have to find something that you really love to do and make it unique so that you can stand out. You are not obliged to. Some VTubers are here just to have fun, and that's okay. But if you really want to make it, you want to be like top of the top 1% of the 1%, you have to do something different. But what is different? You have to determine that for yourself. That's my biggest tip or advice to those who are currently watching, that are looking for insight when it comes to being one of the best VTubers around. And based on my 2 years of experience, I'm sure you guys can get better advice from other VTubers as well. I am not super organized when it comes to these things, but that's my biggest tip. Other than that, learn to balance your time between content creation. There are times when they make their whole lives revolve around content creation, and that's not good. You need to set, and part of your adult responsibilities is to go outside and enjoy life. You can't just sit there in front of your PC and make content. As much as you enjoy it, you gotta stand up and go outside and enjoy life, because it is still there. Take care of yourself, take care of people who take care of you, and your mental health. So I hope you guys were somehow able to pick up some things I said here in my 900 day celebration. For those who stayed until the end, thank you very much for your continuous support. If you're new here, please do consider giving me a like, subscribe. I usually stream Monster Hunter and Elden Ring on Twitch. You may consider giving me a follow there. But for my regulars here, and for the rest of you, thank you again for supporting me for the last 2.5 years. I am hoping, I can't really promise it, that I can make more genuine content that will connect me to you guys. If I can somehow make my content more engaging so that you can relate better to it, I'd really love that. I honestly, despite the fact that I've been here as a VTuber for 2.5 years, I am still learning. Not just as a content creator and as a VTuber, but also as a person. Because my main goal as a VTuber right now, which I want to turn into a niche, aside from the fact that I want to perform ballet live on stream. That sounds great, right? Aside from that, I want to make content that will inspire others to become better people and to reach for their dreams no matter what. Thank you very much for your continuous support. I look forward to celebrating more milestones with you. See you around and have a fantastic rest of your day.